Hey guys, just showing you the latest edition of my prototype plane. It's come a little ways over the last week or so. I'm technically not working on mods right now, but this is kind of just a little pet project in between my boat parts project that I usually work on. And I've always wanted to kind of mess around with planes, and this is the first one I've ever tried to put together. It is a unibody, so pretty much all of its components are in one shell. It does have an animation, and the animation, it may have more than one in the end, but the first animation it has is down below here. There's a bomb bay that opens up. So it's not too complicated. I just wanted to show you some footage of it flying, so I'm not going to talk too much in this one. I'm going to fly. All I'm doing really is just trimming up the pitch, and it'll find a happy setting where I won't have to mess with it much. And if you're nice to it, flies quite well. There's no flight control. I'm not using any help from SAS or anything like that. I'm flying it completely manually with keys, so it does fly quite stable once it's going. Oops. I think I went to drop a bomb there, and it exploded on the wingtip, so I don't think I lost anything. No, I didn't lose anything, but I could have damaged the plane there. Unfortunately, I didn't. Fortunately, I didn't. There she is opening up, and we got more missiles hiding down below, so... We're only flying at 2/3 throttle right now. I'm gonna get rid of these rockets. Once this opens up, I'll get rid of these rockets as well. We're gonna go belly up. Once we're belly up, I'm gonna fire them. There's belly up now. And now that we have no weight, we gotta trim back to 0 or less, because all it wants to do is lift once the weight's gone. I did a refueling mission to my aircraft carrier, and every time I dropped the drop tank, which was 1,500 units of fuel, the bomber would just go insane. Just like here, you know, I'm gonna fall out of the sky and twist around and go crazy now because the weight's gone and the center of gravity's way off and all that stuff. So the animation on the bottom isn't the greatest, I realize that, but it's pretty cool. I mean, it just fills it back out and kind of blends into the plane. Just like that. And it disappears pretty well. The important thing is controlled turns. It will pull wicked turns, but just wait for the speed to equalize and the direction to kind of catch up to it, and then it'll power through anything. Flies great. And again, there's no SAS or avionics assistance on this thing. It has a little bit of, because it is a command module, it does have its own flight characteristics built into it. So it's not totally flying just from, you know, the seat of my pants, but it stabilizes a tiny bit. But it doesn't require the SAS button to be on for anything to, you know, if I put it on, it doesn't even do anything because I don't have SAS or any kind of avionics or anything attached to the aircraft. So the ailerons and stuff don't go crazy trying to stabilize it. It stabilizes by itself just fine. I don't think I could land down there. This thing is not short landing. I mean, it lands. I've landed it before, but I'm not going to attempt it there. Again, 2/3 throttle. I got about 300 meters per second at this altitude. I think around 8,000, 6,000 to 8,000 is its sweet spot. And you have to keep nudging the trim depending on how much power you have going to the engine. And that's all you need to fly this thing. It's just trimming. Learn how to trim. You can go very long distances. Okay, so there's the airfield. I'm going to drop it down to just below 1/3 power. We're going to lose some speed and altitude now. Now I did test out air brakes. There's air brakes that Vlad created. Those work great. And I know I don't know how to say his name. Snow, SNJO. He's creating stuff for his fire spitter prop stuff, so you could try those. This is tricky. I'm just going to trim up a bit and try to lose some speed. Without flaps of some kind, this is very difficult. Especially with a large aircraft. I'm going to give it a little bit of a dive here to pick up some speed so it doesn't stall out on me. I'm going to pull back. It should land on its wingtips. There it is. Hit the brakes. Toss the brakes on. And that's it. Land. We made it back to land. Okay guys, just a little update. I mean, there is no release date for this thing. I'm gonna build it until it's finished. These will be changed. I already have my own tail fins made. The air intakes won't be these silly things. They'll be actually just like molded vents that will fit wherever you want to put them. The engines will be changed, of course, different models. These engines are using my engine configuration file though, so they're not stock engines. I'm trying to figure out how to make landing gear, and it's killing me, but I'll keep playing with it, and we'll see what happens. Worst case scenario is I'll just use somebody else's, or get you to download somebody else's and use them with the plane, or I'll get somebody to help me with mine, because it is difficult getting them to set up properly with the animations that I'm trying to do. So thanks for watching, and talk to you later.